Okay, we are putting new floor in, and we're actually gonna put in some hard luck laminates.
I'm ready. Jackson, stop. I teach Cam how to not be afraid of the dark.
Okay, so I have been wanting to put new floors in here, and it's all carpeted. The kids' rooms are all carpeted along with the hallway, and we've lived here 4 years, and it was new when we moved in, but it wasn't the greatest of carpet. I think it was cheaper, but so I have been wanting to put new flooring in here, and I decided to do hard flooring, like a block laminate, because my kids, even with the rule that no food is out of the kitchen, somehow managed to stain up their carpet. So I had searched for a few months, and I actually wasn't planning on kind of pestering Brandon about doing it for a while. I was planning on, we were talking about doing it after our backyard was all finished and nice. But then the other day, I kind of had a meltdown because my steam cleaner broke as I was cleaning up a stain in the boys' bedroom, and my steam cleaner broke, and I had to scrub out the stains by hand, and then even doing that, it just smelled awful. These floors are so gross. We have had them, they've been well used. So I did some research and basically presented to Brandon what the cost would be, and he said, okay, let's do it. So I'm going to actually try doing this myself. We actually just bought some laminate from Sam's Club, and the reviews and the how-tos that I've been watching show that it's actually really easy to put in. So I'm gonna try to do it myself, just to save us a little bit of money. And if I can't, today's Saturday, if I can't, then there's a guy coming on Thursday. Or he will come on Thursday if I can't do it myself, and he'll just get it done. So, I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I really don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'd like to try to do it. It kind of seems like it could be fun. So, we are gonna tear out Xander's carpet and only do his room first, and just see if we can do it. And if we can't, then I'll just tear out all the rest of the carpet and then just wait till Thursday. But
I thought it was Tuesday.
Today?
I thought you said it was Tuesday.
No, today's Saturday.
But I thought you said it was coming in.
No, the guy said he could do it Thursday.
Okay.
Anyway, so wish us luck. Yeah, it won't be a princess floor, but it'll look like wood. It's gonna look like wood. I'm at the point where I just ripped up the first section of carpet. It came really easily. I just used the vent. And but I'm at that point of a project where a big project that I have going on, and I get super intimidated. Oh, look how gross that is. I get super intimidated and I start questioning if it's a good idea. But we're way past that because this is just happening. It's not a bad idea. This is not a bad idea. This is a great idea. But I'm a little concerned about me doing this myself.
This will be
Wish me luck. mom and I still have to cook and clean and do laundry and take care of the kids all while doing this project. And so now the other part of my house is a disaster because we spent today doing this and running around getting the supplies for this. And then we moved Xander's stuff out into the kitchen, dining room, family room area. So why are we doing this? Amazing. All right, Xander's room is done. The hardest part, oh, actually, we still have to cut out the rest of that bed. The hardest part was just getting around the corners and doing the closet, but we made it work and it looks good. And now we're gonna move Xander in and do Sophie's room next. So one room down, a lot more to go. Their closet. I'm kind of dreading starting this boys' room a little bit today because it is the biggest of the 3 rooms and it has a bigger walk-in closet, so it's just a lot of space to cover and a lot of stuff to get out of the rooms. It's kind of been nice because when we've been putting the kids' rooms back together, we're going through their things and getting rid of things they don't need, and it's been nice to kind of be a little more minimalistic. But Brandon is in meetings today, and because this is a big task, I decided to try doing the closet by myself. I haven't really done any of this by myself just because it's a process and it's a learning curve a little bit, and so it takes some time. We just switched Xander and Camden's rooms. Xander and Jackson have shared a room since probably, I don't know, since Sophie was a baby. And so when we finished our basement, Xander really wanted his own room, and so we gave it a shot with having Camden and Jackson together in the big room. But overall, I think it's going to be better to have Xander and Jackson in the same room. They have the same interests, they're closer in age, they play with the same toys, and then Camden also does better with nap time because he can be in that room by himself and Jackson's not like constantly trying to sneak in and get his toys out. But so yesterday, that's what we focused on, was switching the boys' rooms. And then today we're tackling putting the new flooring in. So I am just in the closet now, starting the closet. I'm a little bit at ease by doing the closet by myself instead of tackling the big room. So I'm going to try to do the closet as much as I can by myself. Hopefully I can do the whole closet by myself and then start on taking their room apart and taking the carpet out, and then Brandon can come up and help me with the boys' room. But so far it has actually been a very, no, it's actually been pretty easy. No, I mean in general, it's been easy in general. Anyway, it's been fairly easy to put it together. We have the laminate that has the underlayment attached to it. I guess I'll just show you guys with another board, but the underlayment is already attached, which was nice. This is flooring laminate from Sam's Club. We paid about $2 a square foot for it. Xander's working on home school work in the other room. I contacted some people on Thumbtack about putting the flooring in and got a bid, and I've got 2 bids that were like $1.50 a square foot to lay it, and then another one was $2 a square foot to lay it. But they wanted to take out the baseboards. Now, we weren't sure if we were going to have to take out the baseboards by doing it ourselves. So when we did try doing it ourselves, we did not take the baseboards out, and it fits pretty much perfectly with our baseboards where they're at. So we are doing that. We are not taking our baseboards out. That is something different that a lot of people recommend doing. That way you can put the baseboards nicely over them, but we didn't do that, and it actually looks fine. So we have the kids' 3 rooms, the hallway, we have an entryway and an entryway room that we are gonna do in all this flooring. And overall, we are gonna be saving about like $1,300 to be laying it ourselves. So saving us some money, which is nice. And we're learning and we're working, and so it hasn't been too difficult, and it saves us from having to take out the baseboards and replace the baseboards. You kind of think it's easy to replace the baseboards, but when we redid like our bathroom ourselves up here, and then when we did the basement downstairs, we didn't do the basement downstairs, we hired it out, but seeing that you put the baseboards in and then you have to paint them, I was really kind of stressed out about doing that. I do not want to have to paint over this new flooring, especially baseboards. Baseboards are the pain in the butt to paint, and so that was kind of my incentive to do it ourselves, is not having to replace the baseboards and paint those and that kind of thing. And then another thing that we are doing is you have to caulk the sides of the room just along the baseboards after you put it in. So I've been using like the sealant that they have for this type of laminates, and I've been going along, and it's colored. There was only 2 colors to choose from, like dark brown and like a really palish color yellow. So I chose the dark brown because we have dark flooring, and I've been going along the baseboards. And so because that can get a little bit messy, I am going to go around and touch up paint with the baseboards where I kind of got messy with that. Otherwise, simple and really easy, and we're moving along. It is taking longer than it would have if we would have just hired it out, because Brandon is still working. Thankfully, he is still working during this quarantine, and so he has meetings and things to do during the day, and it's just taking a little bit longer.